All right. It's Isaac here again, and in this video course, we're going to be learning how to create simple flyer designs. Okay, so yesterday we went through quote designs, and then today we're going to be looking at how to create simple, very simple flyer designs. Because the goal of this is to actually help you understand the principles of graphic design. Because I strongly believe that if you understand the principles, you're able to come up with designs even by yourself. Okay, so we're coming up with a very simple design, which is just saying becoming a graphic designer. That's the only thing, and then you add your image, and that's all. So now becoming a graphic designer, that's the text. So let's just dive right in. This should not, we should really waste our time at all, and then it's going to be very easy for us to create. All right, so now the font we're going to be using, let's first of all change our font. This is the font I'm going to be using. This particular font here, you can see this font. So that's the font I'm using for the very first part, becoming. And then okay, I aligned it to the center. You know, I'm sure you understand how I did that. Just click on this and took it to the center like this, and then let me just bring it down here. Great. And then I will increase my text. I'll increase my text to, let's say okay, let's leave it at 44. Yeah, let me put it at 44. All right, 44. And I'm becoming a now when I say becoming a graphic designer, what's the most important thing we're actually doing here? The most important thing we're doing here is we're actually becoming a graphic designer. So graphic designer should be like more important. So we're going to be making graphic designer bigger. So we'll be using another text, another font for that. Let's go and pick a different font for this graphic designer. So this is the font I'm going to be using. This font, Days, this DAYS, Days. Now, you know, we align this one to the center, so I'm going to align this one also to that same center, and then we'll come here and also align it again to this place. We'll click on this align here. The reason why I'm clicking on this align is if you check this graphic and this designer, you'd see that the graphic is not in the center, it's at this side, the same place with the D. So when we click on inside, you can see now that the graphic have moved. All right, so that's why we have to always come here. If your text is much and you're aligned to the center, after aligning it here, you also come here and then align the text also to the center. So now we're not going to size it out, size it properly, and then let's just leave the size at 90 something. Okay, I think 85 would be okay for that size. 85, okay, 85. So leave it at 85 and then move it up a little bit. All right, so this is it. Okay, so look at there's a lot of space between graphic and designer. So we're going to go to our spacing, this line spacing. We're going to click on it and then reduce the space. You can see it's reducing the space between these two because it's too much. We reduce the space a little bit like this. Good. Let's say 22 or 20. Let's say 20. All right, so that's for that, and then we bolding it. I'm going to be bolding it. I just click on here and bolding it. Great. So now let's say increasing the size to 88. Okay, I think that's cool. Great. So let me see if I can still, okay, leave it at 18. All right, so now we've come up with this already. Now becoming a graphic designer. Now the next thing we want to do now is to put in our image. I mean, your image. You can just use any image at all. As I said, you can use your image. It's not compulsory you use my image. Any image you want to use, you can actually use. Okay, so I'll go to my gallery now and let me go and import an image, just my own image, and then you can also download your own image. So I want to be using my image. Let me go to my WhatsApp. Okay, yeah, you should see my image here. And then this is the image I'm going to be using. So let's be using this particular image, right? Okay, this is already in. If your own is not in this form, just click on one by one, click on it, and then your image is going to be in this form. Okay, so now we're now going to, let me just size it up like this, or size it up, and then I'm going to put it in the center, and then bring it down like this. Great. So now after this, what are we going to do next? Let's see how we can let's put in the shape on top of this, and then when I put in the shape, I want to remove this white color on this shape. So I'll come here and click on opacity. This opacity, I'll reduce this to 0. So you can see it has removed the color. You can see remove the color, and then I will go down and click on stroke width. I'll click on it and then increase by 1. So when I do that, and then I have a stroke just like this. Okay, so you can see, let me bring it down a little bit, align it to the center, so don't forget that. All right, so you can see now we're already coming up with a very good design which is aligned to the center. All right, so that's all. So let's add in colors. So we're going to be making use of a red color because we want to really draw attention. So let's use a color like this. Becoming a should be like, let's say black. Let's say black, or let me use this other black. Okay, and then I would want to also add my name. Hey, I want to add my name. Let me reduce the size of this becoming a little bit, like 40. So I'll be increasing my line spacing a bit, just to make the space between the lines a little bit more. Align it also. Okay, so now we'll be adding the name now. Let me add in my name, or let's just copy this becoming a, and then let's add in our name because I want to put my name. I want them to know that I am the one that is actually becoming a graphic designer. So you've just learned the skill, and then now you see what I just did. You know, when I copy this becoming a, it has line spacing, and we don't want line spacing here. So I came back here, and then I clicked on this place to remove all the line spacing. Okay, so we want to put the text here on this place. But you see, when I put the text here, it's not showing, right? So let me say I change it to white also. It's not still showing properly. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to add in a text background to this thing. So let's add in a text background of, let's say, red too. And then I would increase my left padding and right padding, just so you can see as I'm doing it, increase it a little bit. And then I will just reduce my size and put it right in the center also. Right in the center. So let's say we don't see it that way, let's just zoom it out. Okay, so that's for that. You can also come down and increase your padding a little bit. These paddings are just the things that are the side. These things are the side. So when you are increasing them, they come out, and when they come inside also, you understand? So that's just for that. Okay, so now we've pretty done this already. So now what I want to do now is I'm going to move in every single thing like this. I'll tap every single thing like this. I'll move everything like this. When I tap on them, and now click on this place. Okay, let me show you how I did that. I'm going to click on this place for a start, this place. When I click on that, and then I'll select every single thing here, and then I'll click on this icon here, and then I'll click on this one, which is for move. And then when I click on it, I can now move my elements to this side. So if you didn't understand that part, please just play the video again. All right, so now after doing that, I'll just click on this shape. I'll click on the shape. I'll create a shape again. I'll put my shape at this side, and then I'll just change the color to that same red. I'll change color to that same red, and then okay, let me change this color to that same red. I didn't use that red that I used before. Yes, and then I'll change this one also to that same red color. All right. So now this is for this, and then let's add a stroke to this. Add a white stroke to it, and increase it to, let's say, 10, or let's say we increase it to 20. Okay, you can see the white stroke is not showing because of the background is also white. So we're going to add in a shadow to make it show. So add a shadow inside of it, and reduce shadow to like 3. Or let's go back to the shadow now and reduce. Let me come to this plus. I'll just click on this plus icon. I want to change the color of the shadow, so I'll move this cursor, this icon, I'll just move it down a little bit like this. Okay, all right, so I think this is better now. So now this is our design. And then this is pretty nice already. Let's see if we can still make, I think for this shadow, let's bring it somewhere here like this. Yeah, I think somewhere here is okay. All right, I think it's okay this way. It's okay this way. So let's still move this. Let's pick everything except this one, which is for that red icon, for that red line. So move it inside a little bit. All right, this is good. So when we are through, we can decide to add in a background to it, just not to make this background too plain, and we can decide to save it like that. So let's go and see if we can get a background. Let me just see if I can get any background on my phone. All right, so I found the background already, so I'll be using this background, and let's crop it to our feet. Crop it like this. So you know this is the size we're using. Let's crop it like this, and let me just take it to the back using this place, and then I'll just reduce my opacity. Okay, good. So we are through with the design, and then we can easily just save our design. So we are through with this design. So let's just check it out, what we just made. So wait for the design to, it's still rendering. Okay, it's saving already. All right, so let's just go to full screen. and then see the design. So you can see the design in full screen. So this is a very simple design, but you can look at it. If you look at it carefully, you see that the principles of graphic design are followed. When you open this design, you would see that, okay, this is a graphic designer, is becoming a graphic designer. You can see the image of the person, and then you can see it's actually beautiful. So this is just a simple representation of what graphic design entails. It simply entails the use of these principles and then these elements to communicate messages. Somebody that see this design would know that, okay, this is Isaac Adebi and this is becoming a graphic designer. So I hope you understand this now. So just recreate this same design with your own picture and then send it to the general group when you're done. Thank you very much for watching.